guys, and welcome back to the network, where today we're going to be continuing our adventures in Metroid for the NES. Wait, what? That's right, everybody, we're going to be playing Metroid Zero Mission, the remake of the original Metroid game for the Game Boy Advance, released back in 2004. This save is a little more up-to-date. It should be closer to where we left off back in the original Metroid. Now, see, I feel that this game was done way better. This was something that was definitely needed for the original game. A remake that updates the graphics, makes it a little more palatable so that you can actually, differentiate areas. The fact that Samus now has some more moves and abilities that she gets in future Metroid games, and the biggest thing that this game needed, that you can see right there on the top left-hand corner of my screen, a map. I'm not entirely sure where I left off or what I did here. We do have the Ice Beam, Power Bombs, 50 missiles, and a couple energy tanks, so that is a good thing. Now, if you haven't seen the first video in the series of 2D Metroid games, I will link that in a card up on your screen now, so you can go back and check that out. We played the NES Metroid for about, 10 minutes or so, and ranted about how the game really needed a map, so needless to say that this is quite an upgrade now that we have some sort of means to navigate. Now, my history with this game is actually pretty in-depth. This was actually my first Metroid game. I used to play it on my blue Game Boy Advance. I used to play it basically all the time. I went to get my haircut once and I was playing this outside. That's when I discovered the original NES Metroid, and then immediately went back to playing this because, quite frankly, the original Metroid is good to go back to, to at least see what it was like. But trying to play it today is kind of a pain in the ass. This is definitely a better way to experience Samus's first adventure as a bounty hunter, having to deal with Metroids, than, playing the NES original. So no longer is there a need to have to farm for enemies for an obscene amount of time in order to get your health restocked. There are now these Chozo statues scattered across the map where you can interact with them and they will give you health. I think they also replenish your missiles, and some of them open up navigation points. So like right now it's telling us to go to Kraid's Lair. I was interacting with one of the Chozo statues back in Norfair, and that gave me the update to go over here. I guess we can go down, might as well. Go as far down as we can, see if there's anything of note other than these stupid things. Oh my gosh, I hated these things as a kid. They were so annoying. I died to them so many times. Now I'm just breezing through them like it's nothing. It's always great returning to games that you played as a kid, because then you just realize how much you sucked. Now, I know that I didn't really cover a lot of the techniques in NES Metroid, and to be fair, that's just because I don't really know many of them. I know there's a glitch where you can get stuck in the door and then, jump your way up out of bounds, but I've never attempted. Actually, I think I did attempt to do that once, but I wasn't very good at it, and I ended up just giving up. Alright, it looks like the only way we could go was down, so that's nice. That is truly great. I actually wonder if Does the map tell us to go anywhere specific? Okay, yeah, it says to go straight to Kraid. Okay. I'm pretty sure, no, the high jump boots are in Norfair. I'm pretty sure. So most of the layout for the world is the same as it was in the NES game. There are very few differences. Let's see if we can get up here. Yeah, look at that. Actually, no, there is a pretty major difference. There is a whole new area in this game that was not in the NES one, that goes into the backstory of the Chozo's involvement on the planet, something that was not explored in the NES game, as I don't even think the Chozo existed at that point. So, there's just something different about the 2D Metroid games in comparison to Metroid Prime. Now, I'm not saying Metroid Prime is necessarily a bad game. However, I prefer the 2D Metroids over the 3D ones, and I don't entirely know why. I feel like I just feel that the 2D Metroids nail exploration a little better than Prime, and not to mention that the 2D Metroids also don't really have that fetch questy crap at the end of the game, where, you know, Metroid Prime, you have to go and get the runes at the end. None of the 2D games have any sort of things like that. Now, I think we have to go and fight Kraid first. How do we get to Kraid? I wish some of these games were ported to the Switch, to be honest. It's kind of annoying that, you know, the only way that you can really play these are on the Game Boy, or I think the Wii U also has a port. I know for a fact Wii U has a port of Metroid Fusion. However, I'm not sure if they have Zero Mission on their virtual console. We need to talk about these 2D Metroid games on the GBA and like what the hell happened to them, because for some reason I went to go look to see how much Zero Mission and Fusion were, and those games are like $120 to $150 a piece. Now, when I bought, actually I had this copy of Zero Mission since I was a kid, so I didn't pay money for it. But when I bought Fusion, it was like, I don't know, maybe 30 bucks. And that was back in 2018. And then I was just checking eBay like not too long ago, and the price is just astronomical. What is this? Ah, there we go. Okay, so that's where you do the powering of the little grapple ledges and stuff. Given the fact that there is a save here, that is probably means that that larger square that we're about to go to is a boss, or a mini boss at least. But yeah, I did go back and I played these games recently because I was bored an afternoon, and then when I ended up like going through it, I realized that the only game that I have not played yet is Metroid 2. Ah, okay, yeah, so it is a mini boss. See, now Metroid Dread being just announced, it has me super hyped because that is a sequel to Metroid Fusion, and I'm very curious to see or how it ties in. The trailer got me super excited because it literally, like, she's in her fusion suit. And I was like, oh, this is a sequel. Focus, focus. Okay, or maybe not. Let's not die. We're too young to die. Okay. Maybe we will die. But see, again, this is why we saved. We saved for this exact reason. In case we die to something stupid, just like this. Oh, I'm out of missiles. That's good. Okay, well, at least you can just find him with the normal beam and it works just fine. Okay, perfect. We have finished that mini boss out.
Meanwhile.
Oh, okay, so we're gonna have to morph ball it. Ah, and then you have to detach. Oh, this is gonna be a pain in the ass. Well, we will come back for that missile canister when we need more missiles. Because right now, we are pretty good on missiles. Well, actually, not right now, because we only have 11. But in terms of our maximum capacity, we have enough missiles to fight Kraid. Enough to fight Kraid, at least. I hope there's a Chozo statue that we can hit up before we end up fighting Kraid so that we can at least refresh our missiles. Because otherwise, this boss fight may be a pain, because I believe you have to use missiles. I don't think the normal beam damages him, so either we're going to have to use charge beam shots, or we're going to have to farm for missiles. I guess we're going to have to farm. That's what that little hole tells us right there. Oh no, there is a oh, shoot, but it's okay, so there's a power-up, but it's locked off until after we beat the boss. Alright, looks like we're all capped off on health and missiles. Oh, there's a save room. That's nice. That's convenient. So at least I'm not going to have to sit there and do that again. Alright, I'm guessing this is our time to go and fight Kraid, the last little tunnel of sanity before we end up hopefully not dying to this boss, because that would be very unfortunate. Alright, on to Kraid. Oh, I do have to say that these cutscenes are super cool. We're going to have to, I believe he is exactly like he is in Super Metroid. We just hang off this ledge. Oh, nope, we cannot hang off the ledge and just spam missiles. We may have to resort to using the charge beam to have him open his mouth, and then we'll just use the missiles for the actual damage portion of it. If the game decides they want to give me some missiles. Oh, shoot. Oh, crap! You gotta be kidding me! Well, it's a good thing that we have a save station right here. I guess we'll attempt this again. This time I'm going to use the charge beam to open his mouth, and then use the missiles to combat him. I feel like that would be a far better strategy, because obviously 70 is just not enough for Kraid. God, you have such a narrow spot to, like, hit him. You have to get it exactly in his mouth. God, his stupid fingernails! Yeah, basically every time I fire a missile to open his mouth, it's kind of a waste. Ah, perfect. Alright, we got him. Oh my gosh. Whew. I went full focus mode there. I did not want to end up having to fight that guy again. Those fingernails, or those talons that he shoots out, are the most annoying thing in the world. But let's see. Oh, we have gotten the speed booster. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Alright, I think that's a good place to leave off. So if you enjoyed and would like to see more, remember to like the video and subscribe so that you don't miss anything new from the network. And comment down below, how many times did I say Kraid in this episode? Because I do believe it was a few times. So without any further ado, I'm going to see you guys in the next one.